want to work in the sense of I just want a reason
You're
to get
not
up.
grinding away like you were in your
No.
20s, 30s, and 40s.
No. And I'm not trying to save up money for something because for what?
Right.
I mean, so it's just something to do. It's sometimes they're going to be like bad because I worked at the university. I have this job. I could have kept it for the next 10 years. Nobody would have said anything.
Right.
But I said it's time. I mean, there's only so many parking tickets a guy can write in 16 years.
Right.
And it's just time to go do something else. And I'm a sports person.
Right.
I'm a number cruncher. I'm a bean counter. So sit here and just keep track of something.
Yeah.
Work for like the AHSAA.
Right.
I tried to go to Ron Ingram and said, let me work for the AHSAA. Like 10, 15 grand a year.
I'm not good luck with that.
I know. I did their soccer.
Okay.
I did the soccer championships, and then how come nobody sits there and updates everything? It's like just sit there and update things. But it's like an act of Congress. It's like an act of Congress to get all these results in from softball for 4 different regionals.
And like as for the other sports besides football, I wish there was a little more historical information like I can get for high school football season.
The problem with high school is with the high school people is like everything's important in football. Football.
Oh, you telling me that?
Yeah, I know.
You telling me
Well, no,
that?
I told people, and I've told people for years, there's 2 sports in this state:
Yep.
football and spring football.
Right.
So everything else is just kind of there. I had more fun, but I mean, I could be in a position if I should just talk to the HSA. Look, I'm going to be there anyway. I talked to Megan's in my scores table.
Yeah.
Just give me an HSA credential.
Because,
I don't have to do squat. Just give me the credential to get in.
Because we had our award show, our afternoon award show about 2 months ago in the middle of March. Our primary sales for Jim. They told me we're just about sold out as far as sponsors for this season.
So you did the football broadcast?
F&M high school football games.
Oh, game. So how many schools would you cover?
It's basically there's a lot of schools in our coverage area. The coverage area that we have basically is 459 as far as the eastern belt of Birmingham. Basically 459 from 20 east toward Georgia, and then 59 up toward like Etowah, and then up 411 to Cherokee County, and then we're like Randolph. Most coverage area, so we got a nice little chunk of that part of East Alabama. And there's some outstanding high school football out there too.
I'm going to be kind of curious to see what this beauty calls. Because if I wouldn't believe another school can be inventing sports, starting a program. Northeast Alabama.
Where's that, like Fort Payne?
I can spot all day long. I just can't enter. Because I haven't practiced with it. But that could call. I call code letters.
Time for the final game of the day here on Field 5. It's the winners bracket final, the NJCAA Division II South District Championship. The South Florida Panthers taking on the Tigers of Marion Military Institute. I'm Kamari Darrington. South Florida out here with wins over Bishop State and Central Alabama, beating the 5 seed and the 1 seed. MMI took out Lake Sumter in 9 innings on Thursday, and earlier today took out St. John's River. First pitch at 3:57 p.m. Caden Holcomb leads off for South Florida State. They are the visiting team here. MMI, the home team. Swung on and missed. Taylor Bailey is the pitcher for MMI. 25 appearances during the regular season. 2-6 record. 3.89 ERA. And she pitched 75 2/3 innings during the season. 1-1 pitch is swung on and fouled off. Count is 1-2. Summer Washburn, the catcher, will bat second. Rio Rosa, the right fielder, will bat third. Trinity Rohrer, the shortstop, will bat fourth. Smothers Guzman, the third baseman, will bat fifth. Portia Rodriguez, the second baseman, bats sixth. That one's fouled off. Suey Mercado, the left fielder, bats 7th. Olivia Oakland, the first baseman, will bat 8th. And Kyla Davis, the DP, will bat 9th. Michaela Oster is the pitcher for South Florida. Just underway. And a swing and a miss. First strikeout of the game for Bailey. Bailey gave up 59 runs on 80 hits with 68 strikeouts and 53 walks during the regular season. Here's Summer Washburn, the catcher for the Panthers. Panthers with a record of 21-27. Started off 0-12 this year, but has gotten it done, got into the tournament, and now they've won 2 in a row. Foul off. Count is now 1-1. The winner of this game will play for the championship. That game will be Sunday. The championship game will be Sunday. Ground ball to short, and is bobbled by Pearson, the shortstop. So Washburn is aboard. We're on first with 1 out. The loser of this game will take on the winner of St. John's River in Central Alabama. That game will be Saturday. There's for ball 1 to Brio Rosa, the right fielder. Right on, first one out here in the top of the first. Final game of the day here. That one is fouled off. 1-1. So we got games going on everywhere. Northwest Shoals taking on Nunez in the Division II baseball tournament. Up in Oxford, 9-2 in favor of Northwest Shoals there. Glad to have you with us once again. Snead State will take on Wallace Hansville coming up. They are getting ready to take the field. And then also coming up, Southern Union against Shelton State. That is an elimination game in Division I. So we got 3 fields going on in the final window. Here's the 3-1. And this one grounded to short. Pearson handles it this time. Throw to first is in time. 2 down as Washburn goes to second base. Trinity Rohrer. Guzman is on deck. Ball, no strikes. Ground ball fouled off, 1-1. Ball to strike now to Rohrer. Guzman on deck. 2 outs here in the first. Here's the 1-1. Looking for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That one is fouled off. Count remains 1-2. Here's the 1-2, and a swing and foul. The 1-2. That one to right field, and there's a base hit. Rounding third is Washburn. Here comes the throw from Kendrick, the right fielder. It's short. And South Florida State is on the board, 1-0. RBI single by Trinity Rover. Somalis Guzman, the third baseman. To the right side, it's Braswell, and she completes the play. That will end the inning. But not before South Florida State puts up a run. It's 1-0. Go to the bottom of the first here on JockJive.com.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Kayla Oster is the pitcher for South Florida State. 26 appearances during the regular season, 8-9 record. 107 innings pitched, 92 runs on 134 hits, 45 walks and 39 strikeouts. Avery Lumpkin will lead off, the first baseman. B.J. Braswell, the second baseman, will bat second. Carly Pearson, the shortstop, will bat third. Alex Earl, the center fielder, will bat fourth. Chrislyn Estes, the third baseman, bats fifth. Jaden Kendrick, the right fielder, bats sixth. Katie Robbins, the DP, will bat seventh. Savannah Neighbors, the catcher, bats eighth. Emily Mackin, the left fielder, will bat ninth. First pitch is fouled off, 0-1 to Lumpkin. Lumpkin leading off, upstairs, 1-1. Our military comes by Jeff Benson, 43-15. Won 9 out of 12. 2-1. And they've won 6 out of 7. It's in his 12th season with the Tigers. The number 3 seed here, the second best team in the ACCC, and that one lifted in the air to left field and deep to the wall. It's gone. This game is tied. Avery Lumpkin, one swing, one run, and it's tied up here on field 5. So Lumpkin goes deep. Marion Military Academy, one of the best at doing that. Lumpkin had 17 during the regular season. Marion Military second in the ACCC with 60 home runs. So they add to their total there as B.J. Braswell will step up to the plate. That one good for a strike. No balls in the strike to Braswell. Pearson on deck. So South Florida scores in the first inning. MMI comes right back. Get the winner plays for the championship on Sunday. That one hits Braswell, and Braswell hits the first base. Now Pearson. Pearson fourth in the ACCC with a .433 batting average. Pearson to right field. That one is caught by Rosa. Hustling back to first base is Braswell. There's one out here in the first. Hey, Military, not wasting any time, putting some dents in that softball. We'll bring up Alex Irwin. Top hitter in the ACCC during the regular season at 482. No good for a strike. It's 0-1. Snead State about to take on Wallace Hansville. That one popped up left side. This will be one for Aurora. And they're 2 down. Mercado is in left field. Caitlin Holcomb is in center field. Girl Rosa is out in right field for the South Florida defense. Third baseman is Somali Guzman. Aurora is at shortstop. Portia Rodriguez at second. Olivia O'Quinn is at first. Behind the plate is Summer Washburn. Chrislyn Estes to the plate now. Chrislyn second in RBIs with 65 during the regular season. We're on first with 2 out. A run in on the solo home run by Avery Lumpkin to lead off the inning. 1-1 now to Estes. That went inside, and it's 2-1. South Florida State third in team ERA at 3.71. Three and one. Alabaster gave up 3 home runs during the regular season. One's fouled off. Count is full, 3-2 with 2 out. To open the second for South Florida will be Rodriguez, Mercado, and O'Quinn. Payoff pitch. Down low, ball 4. Now runners on first and second with 2 out. This one to left, towards left field, but it's going to be caught on the run by Roar, the shortstop. That ends the inning. But Avery Lumpkin's solo home run to lead off the first puts Marion Military on the scoreboard. We go to the second inning. This is the NJCAA Division II Softball Championship on JockJive.com. Portia Rodriguez, Sue Mercado, and Olivia O'Quinn will come up in the second inning for South Florida. Game is tied at 1. This is the winner's bracket final. And good for a strike. Oh, 0-2. Rodriguez during the regular season was a 202 hitter. There's the 0-2. Outside corner. Bailey out for a second inning of work. She did allow a run on one hit. One, two. Upstairs. Count remains. Count now 2-2. There are 4 teams left in the Division II South District Championship. We whittled it down to half the field. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Bailey. And we've got one down here in the second. Now Mercado, the left fielder. .331 average, 1 home run and 13 RBIs. Quinn's on deck. This one grounded towards the pitcher. Bailey turns and fires, and there's 2 down. Now Oakland hitting .221. So first game tomorrow will be in Division II. Will be St. John's River in Central Alabama. The winner of that game will have to beat the winner of the game you're seeing right now on your screen twice to win the district championship. Upstairs, 2-0. Kyla Davis, the DP, is on deck for South Florida. So swing and miss, 2-1 now. Go up in the second for Marion Military. It'll be Robbins, Neighbors, and Mackin. Didn't get a chance to run through the MMI defense. Emily Mackin is in left. Alex Lerner was in center field as that one was over towards first. Lumpkin will step on the bag, and that will do it for the second inning. And a 1-2-3 inning for South Florida. We go to the bottom of the second. It's tied at 1. South Florida and MMI trying to get to the championship game. This is JockJive.com.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Ready for the bottom of the second. Katie Robbins leading off for the Tigers. Game tied at 1, each team with 1 run in the first inning. South Florida State went down in order in the second. Now Michaela Oster out here for the Panthers. Panthers in gray, Tigers in black. 1-1 is the count now. fouled off. Watch out. 1 and 2. One, two pitches downstairs. Here's the 2-2. Grounded to short. Nice job by Roar. Throw to first is in time. Nice play by the shortstop for the Panthers. It was a tough hop there right at the end. She was able to hold on to it. Now Savannah Neighbors, the catcher. So we got 8 teams left here in Alabaster. 4 for the Division I, 4 Division II. It's going to be a very, very interesting Saturday. Ball no strikes to Neighbors. Mackin is on deck. Game is 2-0. Yeah, that's good for a strike. 2-1. Swung on to the third. Guzman comes up with it, throws the first. In time, 2 down. Right out to start the inning for the Tigers. Now here's Emily Mackin, the left fielder. There's that things to look for tomorrow. St. John's River and Central Alabama will face each other at 11 a.m. The winner of that game will take on the loser of this game at 1:30 p.m. on Saturday. And then also Saturday at 11 a.m., the Division I softball championship will have the championship game and the semifinal at 11. Things got moved around because of the weather on Thursday. Over to second. 3 ground outs. Each of the fielders get one. The shortstop, then the third baseman. It's a 1-2-3 inning. Then the second baseman, a 1-2-3 inning for MMI. Time to go to the third. We are tied at 1. This is JockJive.com.
Just about all white, Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Perhaps got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
We're in the third inning. South Florida and MMI tied at 1. Holcomb, Washburn, and Rosa do up. Top of the order coming up for South Florida. The winner plays for the championship on Sunday. The District 2 South District Championship. The loser will play tomorrow at 1:30 against either St. John's River or Central Alabama. This one good for a strike to Holcomb. Third inning work for Bailey. He was pitched very well so far. Just giving up 1 run on 1 hit. Ground ball over to short. And Pearson's throw is, no, they say that it took Lumpkin off the bag. So, I'm sorry, Davis is let off, and so she's on. And here comes Holcomb at the top of the order now for South Florida State. So Davis, Holcomb, and Washburn due up. Holcomb struck out her first time up. Ball 1 to Holcomb. Very warm day here in Alabaster, but the sky's been perfect. Swing and a miss. So the games that are going on right now, Wallace Hansfield taking on Snead State. The winner of that game plays for the championship Saturday afternoon. And the loser of that game will take on the winner of the other game that is happening, Shelton State and Southern Union. That one's fouled off. We got a 1-2. And that one line. Throw back to first. In time, a double play. Line out goes to Estes. Estes throws to Lumpkin, and we've got 2 out. Summer Washburn now to the plate. She reached on error back in the first inning. Dove in the third for MMI. And the bottom of the third will be the top of the order. Lumpkin, Braswell, and Pearson. So Division II has been our focus today. First game today, Lake Sumter defeated Walls Dothan 9-2. In our second game, Central Alabama defeated Lake Sumter 6-3. So 11-3 in 6 innings. Now we'll find out who's going to play for the title. That one hits Washburn. Washburn will go to first base. Coach MMI Jeff Benson now to talk to his infield. Top of the third, 1-1 in favor, 1-1. 2 outs here in the inning. As Riel Rosa will come to the plate. Friday afternoon in Alabaster. Division I championship could be decided Saturday. The if game would be Sunday morning. And Rosa did not go on that check swing. Ball and no strikes. Trinity Rohrer is on deck. Is the 1-0, and that one's downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. Good day Saturday. So a pitch nubbed over to the first base line. That's going to be fouled off. 2-1. Two one over to the left side. There's a base hit. Washburn will stop at second. Second hit for South Florida State. And then here's Rohrer for an RBI single. So again, look at the MMI defense. Emily Mackin is at left. Alex Irwin in center field. And Jalen Kendrick is in right. Crystal Ness is at third. Pearson at shortstop. This one popped up to Pearson, and she makes the play. Neighbors is behind the plate. Braswell, the second baseman. Lumpkin is at first. Nothing doing there for the Panthers. Bottom of the third coming up. It is tied at 1 here in Alabaster. Top of the order due up for Marion Military in the bottom of the third. Game tied at 1. This is the NJCAA Division II South District Championship. The winner of this game will play for the championship on Sunday afternoon. The loser will head to a game tomorrow. Elimination game tomorrow. There's a strike. They'll play the second game of the day tomorrow. Lumpkin hit the solo home run to lead off the game and give Marion Military, tie the game up for Marion Military. The 1-1 to Lumpkin. This is the outside corner. That game earlier, Central Alabama and Lake Sumter. Campbell Klinski had hurt a nerve in her left hand, and that's why she could not continue. This one here in the other right field. Down the line, it is off the wall. Lumpkin close to another home run. She stops at first base. Second hit for Marion Military. She's got both of them. It was interesting. They put a net up in the outfield so that the home run balls would not get too far away, although you could very well hit them over those things, but if you hit it high enough and deep enough. That one down the line, fouled off by Braswell. Who bats now. Hit by a pitch back in the first inning. military snapped Central Alabama's 18-game win streak. They did lose 3 out of 4 in that series. But MMI with a 43-win season, 41-15 in the regular year. Finished second in the ACCC. And they've been ranked throughout the year, ranked as high as 16 in the poll. This one heading the air to right field. Rosa's over there. She's got the ball. And Lumpkin will stay at first base. One down here in the third. Pearson also flew out to the right fielder back in the first inning. One out here in the third. This game got underway a little bit before the other two did, so we'll be slightly ahead for now. Shelton stayed up 1-0 on Southern Union in the bottom of the second. That's a Division I game. Also in Division I, it is Snead State and Wallace Hansfield battling over on field. We won't have a score for that right now. We'll find out here in a minute. Pearson facing an 0-1 count with Lumpkin at first base. Down the line, throw the first, double play. Each team has done that now, and that ends the third inning. Guzman to Oakland for the out. We go to the fourth. It is tied at 1 here in Alabaster.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Top of the fourth. Each team got an inning double play in the third inning. Both on lineouts to the third baseman. Estes for MMI and Guzman for South Florida. Speaking of Guzman, she will lead off the fourth inning for South Florida. Not to be confused with the University of South Florida. This is South Florida State College. This is hit the right field and fouled off. Watch out. We've had some casualties with foul balls this week. One being one of our cameras. Portia Rodriguez on deck. Over to short. This is Pearson. 1 out. I'll go 6-3 there. And here comes Rodriguez, who struck out her first time up. That was back in the second. This is officially game 11. There's a strike to Rodriguez. Again, the winner of this game will advance to Sunday's championship. That'll be played at 1 p.m. on Sunday. And they'll have to only need one win to secure the South District Championship and a trip to Spartanburg, South Carolina for the NJCAA Division II World Series. 1-1 to left field for a base hit. And Rodriguez is aboard. She's 1 for 2. Here's Mercado. Mercado granted that to the pitcher first time up. We're in Alabaster, about an hour and 10 minutes away from Montgomery, or about an hour away from downtown Birmingham. Depending on which side you come from. You're going down 65 or up 65. And we're on Highway 119 here in Alabaster. Found straight back. Ball and strike now to Mercado with O'Quinn on deck. Final 3 games being played today. So 11 games played here on day 2. Downstairs, 2-1. Time for the 4th. South Florida and Marion Military tied. Go to the 3rd. Throw to the 2nd is dropped. Now O'Quinn. Ball comes onto the field. And we've got a time call. 2 teams left from Florida, 2 teams left from Alabama here this weekend. Started with 5 and 3. 5 from Alabama, 3 from Florida. Time was called. Here comes Jeff Benson again. And that allows South Florida State coach Carlos Fala, the 3rd, to talk to his team. So you not only have the batter, you also have the runners as well. You also have to wonder the batter that's next, because she might be part of this strategy as well. So everyone has done talking to their teams, and we are ready to get back to live action. Okay, granted at the first. That was back in the 2nd inning. That was the first at bat of the game. Runners on 1st and 2nd. 1 out here in the 4th. South Florida looking to take the lead. 2-0 is the count. No good for a strike, 2-1. Burger gets singled. Now she's at 2nd. Moncano reached on a fielder's choice. She's at 1st. Up the middle, off the pitcher. Over to short. Flip to 2nd. Not in time. And Kyla Davis with the bases loaded and 1 out. South Florida with a chance to take the lead now. Bailey, first real trouble of this game. She just has given up a run. But this is a little bit different situation. You got the bases loaded with 1 out. 2-0. Caden Holcomb, the center fielder, is on deck. Let's go back to the top of the order. Base is full of Panthers. Too far inside on Holcomb, 2-2. I'm sorry, 3-0. Never showed bunt, pulled it back, took a strike, 3-1. Glad to have you with us once again on JockJive.com. Also on our JockJive YouTube page and JockJive Sports. Ground ball to second. Braswell to second. There's the out throw to first. Is not in time. A run scores. And it's 2-1. Meanwhile, it's Mikado that goes to third. Good for a strike. A strike to Holcomb. So 2 outs in the inning. It's 0-2 now. Runners at first and third. To left field and a diving play by Pearson. Another good play. But a run scores for South Florida and they have the lead. It's 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the fifth.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
South Florida with a run in the fourth. They now lead by a run. Irwin, Estes, Kendrick. They are due up for the Tigers. Irwin popped out to the shortstop back in the first inning. MMI actually sent 6 batters to the plate in the first. Downstairs to start the inning. Run scoring on the fielder's choice for Davis is Oakland was thrown in at second base. Rodriguez scored on the play to make it 2-1. Ball and a strike now to Irwin. Estes on deck. Estes walked back in the first. That one to left field, and that'll drop for a hit. Irwin that 1 for 2. Now Chrislyn Estes walked back in the first inning. Jaden Kendrick is on deck. Or does not decide to go. Everyone fixing a shoe at first base. And Military 43-15, 2-0 here in Alabaster, South Florida State. 21-27. Bunt laid down. Guzman to first in time. Irwin goes to second base. One out here in the fourth. There's Kendrick, the right fielder. She popped out to short her first time up. One out here in the fourth. That one bounces home to Kendrick. Runner at second is the tying run for MMI. Downstairs again. Katie Robbins is on deck. Single and a ground out to start the inning for MMI. Two and one. Final game of the day here in Field 5. Final game in Division 2 today. Division 1 tournament is going on right now as well on Fields 1 and 2. Again downstairs, count is 3-1. It's a 31 to Kendrick. And it's ball 4. And is now on first and second with one out. So here's Katie Robbins. Meanwhile, Washburn out to talk with Oster. Robbins grounded out to shortstop her first time up, part of a 1-2-3 inning in the second against the Tigers. Downstairs, 1-1. Neighbors, the catcher, is on deck. Don't forget to watch us on our YouTube page, and you can also go to JockJive.com and /ACCC Sports to watch this live stream, along with other live streams going on in Alabaster this weekend. Two balls and a strike now to Robbins. Just 3 hits so far for the Tigers. And here comes Benson again. Two and one is the count to Robbins. Kendrick at first. Irwin at second. And I'm looking to take the lead here. 3 balls and a strike. Neighbors on deck. Runners at first and second. 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 4th. To right field, right side. It's fouled off. Robbins, the DP. Three, 2, foul straight back again. Do it again, 3-2. Still 3-2. And the winner will advance to the championship. A 3-0 record here in Alabaster. Losers will have to play an elimination game tomorrow at 1:30. This is hitting the air to left field and deep, but it's going to stay in the park as Mercado comes up with it. A strong throw to third base. 2 outs here in the inning. Savannah Neighbors now to the plate. Savannah's grounded out her first time up. That was back in the second inning. One of 3 consecutive groundouts in that second inning. It's a 1-2-3 inning for MMI. Due up in the 5th will be Washburn, Rosa, and Roar for South Florida. Watch out. Another wayward ball ends up on field 5. We've been a magnet for those and it's on the third baseman. Guzman almost got hit. We got another one. They might have to put nets over the left and right field walls. Down to third, it's Guzman. Throw to first is in time. That ends the inning. And 2 runners are stranded for Marion Military. We've reached 5. We've gone up to 5th now. It's 2-1. South Florida holds on to the lead.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Perhaps got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Time for the 5th. South Florida holds a 1-run lead. Trying to get to the championship game. The number 4 seed here. Taking on the 3 seed. So you should never worry about the seeding when it comes to these tournaments. Because it never turns out the way that you expect it to. Los Angeles with the 2-1 lead on Snead State. That's in the 3rd inning. Meanwhile, Southern Union with a 3-1 lead on Northwest on Shelton State. That's the 6th seed. Trying to get to the semifinal. So, like I said, a lot of action now in the ACCC. Washburn leads off for South Florida. She's on the air back in the first, and she's been hit by a pitch for the second time. Now Rosa. Rosa 1 for 2 with a single back in the third. Ball 2-0. Bunt laid down. And there'll be no play. Now throw to third. There are 2 players there. And everybody's safe. Now Roar with a chance to extend South Florida's lead. They already lead it 2-1. To left field, there's a base hit. Washburn scores. Here comes Rosa. She's around third. The throw. She's safe. Throw to third is going to be in time to get Roar, but it's going to be an RBI double. A 2-run double, I should say, in South Florida. Leads at 4-1 with 1 out here in the 5th. So now bring up Guzman. I think we might have a new pitcher for MMI here in a minute. So we'll have a new pitcher. That goes Bailey, and we'll come back. And we'll tell you about the new pitcher in just a moment. Ashley Maddox is the new pitcher for Marion Military. So she'll try to nail down these final 2 outs here at the 5th inning. There's a strike to Guzman. Guzman's grounded out twice in the game. on the strike. Base is empty after a 2-run double by Roar, and then she was thrown out at third base. And on the inside, count is 2-1. Swing and a miss. Or swing and foul off. 2-2. Got a blue umbrella and a big white tent blocked my view that time. 3-2. So 2 runs have scored in the inning. South Florida with a 4-1 lead. 3-2 pitches hit in the air to right field. And Kendrick is there to make the play. 2 down. They'll bring up Rodriguez. Rodriguez singled and scored back in the 4th. She's also struck out. To left field, that's fouled off, 0-1. Round ball to short. Pearson. That'll do it to retire the side. Pearson, a good shortstop. We go to the bottom of the 5th. South Florida leads by 3 with 2 runs in the 5th.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Other scores right now. West Shoals had a big lead on Nunez in the ACCC South District, NJCAA South District Championship. While Hansville 3-1 on Snead State. And Southern Union with a 4-2 lead on Shelton State. Emily Mackin leading off for Marion Military in the bottom of the 5th. It is a 4-1 lead for South Florida. The number 4 seed. Bunted. Guzman double clutched it. And that'll be a base hit. So Mackin reaches base. They did not have the rotation there. Rodriguez didn't get to the bag on time. So now we're Lumpkin. Lumpkin hit a solo home run back in the 1st. One outside against her. Lost her out for a 5th inning of work. Southern Union will pull. Shelton State is pulled within a 4-3 lead on Southern Union. So Bison up by 1 in that elimination game. As well as Hansville taking on Snead State in the winners bracket final in Division I. This is the only Division II game going on right now. 3 balls and no strikes now to Lumpkin. They've stayed exclusively on the outside corner. Taking all the way is ball 4, and runners are now on first and second. So the tying run will come to the plate, and B.J. Braswell was hit by a pitcher in the first inning and flew out to right in the third. Well, State State just had a home run. You can hear all the way over here. So that game is tied at 3. Well, here's Braswell. One swing of the bat, she gets tied up. Braswell tries to bunt. Takes ball 1 inside. Pearson is on deck. Mackin at second, Lumpkin at first. That one high. That one covered the bag at second base. Looks like Washburn wanted to throw down there, but there was nobody there to cover the bag. Blunt laid down. Guzman picks it up, throws to first. It's in time. Trying to go back to third as Mackin slipped going around third base, but she's back in time. So we got one out here in the 5th. Lumpkin goes to second on the play as well. Pearson fouls this one off. Ball on the strike. One is fouled off. Still one. Counts now 1-2. Final game of the day here. It's been beautiful throughout. It's hot, a little warmer earlier, but now a little bit less hot. It's still hot out there. Down the line, that's just foul. So 4 teams left in Division II. We'll be down to the final 3. We'll still have 4 left. We'll be down to the final 2 by the time we get to Sunday. Alex Irwin on deck. 2-2 is the count to Pearson. One out here in the 5th. Downstairs. Ball gets away, but not far enough to try to advance. Still 2-2. Well, 3-2, I should say. Runners at second and third with 1 out. In the air to left field and deep to the wall. It's off the wall. Mackin scores. Lumpkin comes around. She will score. It's a 2-run double, and MMI is back within a run at 4-3. It's close to having a tie game that time. Pearson, one of the best in driving home runs. Had 62 during the regular season, 62 runs batted in. She adds 2 more to her overall total here today. Striking down to Irwin. Still only 1 out in the 5th. This one hitting the air to right center field. Holcomb is under it, and Rosa comes over, makes the catch. Pearson will now try to go to third on the play. There's Chrysalin Estes. Walked back in the first and grounded out back in the 4th. Tying runners at second. 2 outs here in the 5th. A 2-run double by Pearson. And now Chrysalin Estes. Two balls and no strikes now to Estes. Kendrick on deck. A 1-run game. Watch out. Field 5 has been a magnet for foul balls today. What kind of ice truck gets one? Well, we got one yesterday, right up here in the press box. The real pitch. It's a low ball, 4, and runners on first and second now with 2 outs. So the go-ahead run is on base. And now here's Kendrick. Kendrick popped out to the shortstop in the first and walked back in the 4th. Chance to at least tie it up here for MMI. Kendrick takes a strike, 0-1. Due up in the 6th for South Florida. Mikado, O'Quinn, and Davis. Bottom third of the order for the Panthers. Kendrick up the middle. But it's lined right to Holcomb, and that will end the inning. But a 2-run double by Carly Pearson makes it 4-3. As Marion Military puts up 2 on the board. We go to the top of the 6th.
Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
2 innings left in the regulation play. South Florida will try to add to this 4-3 lead. Mercado, O'Quinn, and Davis are due up for the women in gray. And military wearing black. Mercado swings and misses at the first pitch from Maddox. Maddox in for a second inning of work. Got the 2 outs she needed to get out of the 5th inning. Ball to strike. O'Quinn is on deck. 4-3 in the 6th. This is hitting the air to center field. Still going back to the wall. A casual catch. As casual home run robbery as I have seen in a long time. That catch made by Irwin. Lynn almost got to it, but Irwin casually stood there and caught it. There's one down here in the 6th. Now O'Quinn. The loser of this game is not eliminated, but they fall to the loser's bracket to take on the winner of St. John's River and Central Alabama. That will be part of the first window tomorrow. 2 balls, no strikes. Kyla Davis is on deck. This is hitting the air to right center field. This will be in the park for Irwin. A little bit further away from the wall this time. Now Kyla Davis. A 1-run lead. And the strike is taken from Maddox. Bottom third of the order is due up for MMI in the 6th. Robbins, Neighbors, and Mackin. Swung on. Picked up by Neighbors. Throw to first. Got her. The 1-2-3 inning in the 6th for Marion Military. Bottom of the 6th. The Tigers trail by a run here in the Division II Softball Championship.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Military trailing 4-3. This one popped up left side and caught by the shortstop Brewer. 1 down in the 6th. So man, the Neighbors will now come to the plate. She was grounded out twice at the third baseman. Bottom of the 6th. 1-run game. Winner goes to the championship on Sunday. Loser will have to play tomorrow to get to the championship game. A ball, no strikes to Neighbors with Mackin on deck. Neighbors to left field on the run. It's caught by Mercado. And they're 2 down. Back in 1 for 2 with a single back in the 5th. Went outside. 2 up in the 7th for South Florida. Holcomb, Washburn, and Rosa. The top of the order for South Florida State. That's setting up for the top of the order to be due up for Marion Military in the 7th as well. There's a strike 1-1. Outside again, 2-1. So the way the games for Sunday would be structured, if there's game in Division I, it would be played first at 10:30. That one to center field and Conwell line. Tell you all about that later on. It's time to go to the money inning, the 7th inning. It's a 1-run game. South Florida has the lead. Top of the 7th, 4-3 in favor of South Florida over Marion Military. Holcomb, Washburn, and Rosa due up the top of the order. So let's set the scene for tomorrow. We will begin on field 5 with the bracket, the losers bracket final between either Shelton State of Southern Union and the loser of Wallace State and Snead State, as Holcomb will stand in, stand a bunt. And our second game will be the first of the possible 2 games for the ACCC Division I Championship. Those will be the 2 games on field 5. And of course, Saturday, field 2 will have both elimination games in Division II South District Championship. Two and one. South Florida. South Florida leading by a run, looking to add to it. It'll be last sticks for MMI. Yeah, the bottom of the 7th. Holcomb fouls it off. It's 2-2. Southern Union up 6-3 on Shelton State. That's in the top of the 6th right now. Meanwhile, on field 1, Wallace Hansfield just took a 4-3 lead on Snead State. That one, a drop third strike. Holcomb reaches base. And here's Washburn. Oh, that one hits Washburn. And now the runners on first and second with nobody out. Washburn was not happy about that. That's the third time she's been hit by a pitch. Maybe that's why she's tired of it. She's trying to get hit. Third time she's been hit today. Third time in a row. And we have a new pitcher for MMI, it looks like. And we'll have a new pitcher. Let's see the first number. Then it was a 32. 32 is Maya Harris. We'll let her warm up and come back in just a moment. It is Maya Harris, the pitch for MMI. Tigers are trailing by a run. In the top of the seventh, South Florida looking to add to a 4-3 lead. They've got runners on first and second with nobody out. Oakland reached after striking out on the drop third strike. Wild had to get to first base. Then Washburn was just hit by a pitch for the third time in this game. Ball, no strikes to Rosa. So Lansville takes a 5-3 lead on Snead State in the bottom of the fourth. So 2-0 now the count to Rosa. South Florida in the gray. MMI in black. Got the orange and white trim. So pitch is bunted. Third baseman picks it up, throw to first. No, she's safe. Rosa beats the throw. And now coming home and scoring is Holcomb in all the confusion. And South Florida takes a 5-3 lead. Well, now Rosa did Rosa get tagged as he turned around? I guess she did. So Holcomb scored. Rosa's out. So there's one out here in the seventh. You want Washburn. Washburn is at third. So would Rosa turn around or got tagged? Let's see exactly what happened, but in any event. Something happened and Rosa's not on first base anymore. Just Washburn at third. So again, we're on the top of the seventh. That one caught on the line and a double play. Estes, what a play. And she doubles off. Washburn trying to get back to third. A run does score, but Estes saves another run. And there's another line out into a double play. Well, it's last sticks for MMI. They need 2 to tie and 3 to win in the bottom of the seventh.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Alabaster trying to go the distance and send South Florida to the championship of the NJCAA Division II Softball South District Championship. Top of the order is due up for the Tigers. Lumpkin, Braswell, and Pearson. It's a winner's bracket game, so the winner takes its first loss and falls down the loser's bracket. Lumpkin in the air to center field. Forget it. It's 5-4. Lumpkin hit it over the screen out there. What a way to start the inning. Her second home run of the game. And MMI is on the board in the 7th. So now the tying run will be at the plate. Braswell. Everyone in the building knew it. And that one might have gone out of the division for 250. I think it was tattooed. And is headed up to Highway 119. Ball and no strikes to Braswell. So a little momentum for MMI. They still need one run to tie it up. 2 runs to win it. There's a strike, 1-1. Second home run given up by Oster. There's the 1-1. Downstairs, they won't ask for an appeal. Time was called and we'll have to reset. Harley Pearson is on deck. She's got a 2-run double to the right side. Picked up by Rodriguez, though the first is in time. Pearson is 1 for 3 with that 2-run double back in the 5th. That made it a 1-run game at the time. So Florida came back with a run in the 7th, and turns out to be a huge run now because Lumpkin would have tied the game. Downstairs. A ball and no strikes to Pearson. Alex Irwin is on deck. MMI still needs 2 to win, 1 to tie. Bottom of the 7th. Upstairs. 2-0. One of the best games of the tournament so far. Two on count outside. And dangerous part of the lineup coming up with Erwin Estes. Coming up. 3 balls and no strikes. inside, a 4-pitch walk, and now the winning run will come to the plate. The tying run is aboard. Now Alex Irwin. Irwin is 1 for 3 with a single. And here comes Benson to talk to his center fielder. Five to 4. Runner at first. Bottom of the 7th. 1 out. Foster trying to nail down the final 2 outs. Marion Military looking for 2 more runs. Foster is ready. Going downstairs for ball 1. Chris Lenestis is on deck. Lumpkin led off the inning with a solo home run to the left center field. Two and 0. So more like that, you put the winning run on board. And here comes Follow again. 19th season with South Florida. Got 2 really good coaches here. Jeff Benson, of course, longtime coach at MMI. Just wonder if you're Oster right here. You got runners on first. You got a runner on first. You're 2-0 here. Got Estes coming up. This is important. Obviously, the bottom of the 7th, but this is a key out here. They can get it without, at least without Pearson advancing. I wonder if Pearson would be going at any point during this at bat. No good for a strike. It's 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Downstairs, 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Upstairs, that's a strike. 3-2. With 1 out here in the 7th. I know who's more nervous, the players on the field or the fans in the stands. Three-two. Ground to the 3rd. Throw to 2nd. With 1, throw to 1st. Not in time. They get the lead runner. There are 2 outs. Now Chris Lenestis. She's walked twice and is also grounded out. She represents the final out chance for Marion Military. South Florida trying to advance to the championship on Sunday. Downstairs. Ball, no strikes. No good for a strike. One. Down to 3rd. Guzman. It's over. South Florida wins it 5-4. And South Florida advances to the championship. Meanwhile, MMI will fall down into the loser's bracket, and they will take on the winner of St. John's River and Central Alabama tomorrow at 1:30. So that'll do it here from Field 5. 5-4. South Florida wins it. The 4th seed is 1 win away from winning the South District Championship. Kamari Darrington saying so long from Veterans Park. Here in Alabaster, you've been watching the NJCAA Division II Softball South District Championship on JockJive.com. Good night and be safe from all of us here at JockJive Sports.